Hello everybody, my name is Blind Senpai and welcome back to Star Citizen. A couple episodes ago, I flew this, which is a starter ship. It is the Mustang Alpha. And remember, it actually had pretty good firepower as soon as I mounted guns on these wing hardpoints. So we had 4 guns total. Today, I will be flying the other starter ship, which is right here. This is the Aurora MR. This ship only has these 2 guns here. So it's definitely going to be a little bit weaker in firepower terms, but it does have a little bit more armor to it than the Mustang Alpha. So we're going to check this out in Vandal Swarm. I'll just give you a quick walk around of the ship. Very, very basic here. There's really not a lot to it. Just pretty much aesthetics, and then to load in, there's a door on either side that you can use. Some steps open up like so. Oh, and this game is an alpha, so getting in is not the easiest right now. But now that we are in, you can see there's actually a bed here. Now, this is usable. The purpose of the bed is in the universe, you will be able to log out and everything while in your ship. You won't have to go to a hangar, to exit out of the game. So this is kind of a nice feature. Crawl back out now. Kind of a nice feature to be able to save while you're kind of exploring. If you have to log off quickly, or if you just don't want to go back to the hangar. A fighter such as the Saber or the Super Hornet do not have a bed, so those are ones that you will have to go back to a hangar and dock up when you log out. Here is the pilot's seat. You can see this chair actually doesn't spin, so you kind of have to squeeze by it to get in here. And it's a very simple cockpit here. There's not, I don't know if you guys remember, the Mustang Alpha had basically just clear glass all the way around. So this has a lot of supports all the way around it, and makes for a lot of blind spots. But they are thin, so they don't really bother you too much. But it can be noticeable at times. So I'm going to go ahead and fire up Vandal Swarm, and we'll go through a couple waves to see how this thing flies. Okay, and here we are in Vandal Swarm. Now this is a very basic ship, and there's really not a whole lot of functions to it, so I actually do not have Anna with me in this video. I think I can handle flying this just fine by myself. Especially because we only have these 2 guns. But we'll see how we can handle these first few waves, even though we only have these 2. So these are not the quickest firing guns. The firing rate is not that fast, but they do pack a little bit of a punch. Considering this is, got somebody behind me here. Considering this is a starting ship, they actually do a little bit of damage. And there's only 2 of them, so the fact that you take a target down, not super quick, but not terribly slow, I guess, either, is a pretty good thing. You also see, right now I have my afterburner on, and I'm only going 305. So this is a super slow ship compared to all the other ships I've flown so far. And I think the top speed without the afterburner was right around 190. That's kind of what it's looking like right now. Yeah, so 190. So that's without the afterburner. So again, very slow. The maneuvering is actually not too bad. It's definitely not quick, but for a starter ship, it feels good. I would feel very comfortable if this was the first ship that I was flying, and I was just trying to learn the game. I would feel very comfortable flying this thing. It definitely has predictable drift. Even though it has a little bit more weight to it, you are going to carry a little bit further. But because it is slower, you're not going to be flying into asteroids too much. Yeah, as long as you can get your guns on the targets, they will drop somewhat quickly. And that is kind of a nice thing about this not being super snappy in the turning, with it being very smooth and not necessarily slow, but not quick. I really hate to call it slow because the maneuvering isn't slow, but I guess compared to like a fighter, it is kind of slow. It almost kind of feels like the Super Hornet, how that was definitely not a quick turning ship. But with that, you can usually keep your guns on the target pretty easily. So like I said, that's just another added bonus for someone who's just learning the game. Maybe you know, just using joysticks for the first time, or however they're playing, just to get used to the flying and the aiming all at the same time. It's probably a pretty good thing. So yeah, this is definitely quite a bit different playstyle than the other starter, the Mustang Alpha, because that one was a quicker ship. This is definitely more on the tank side again, although it doesn't have shields really. The hull is a little bit better armored, but again, it has less weapons, so it's not going to be dropping anybody quickly, as you can kind of see here. Definitely takes some time, takes some good precise shots in order to take down your target. And if they're flying around like this elite is, then it's not going to be the simplest thing. There we go. And it could maybe even get a little frustrating at times. But again, just for a starter ship, not terribly bad. It's not really my playstyle. You know, I prefer something quick that, you know, I can get out of the way of fire. So, so I definitely prefer, out of the starter ships, I personally prefer Mustang Alpha. But I'm sure there are definitely some people that this is going to be more suited towards. You know, if they're not super comfortable with flying, and they just need to kind of grasp the controls a little bit, grasp just flying in space, and not crashing into asteroids and all that stuff. Let's see if I can take out these guys quickly. But that's pretty much all I really have to say about this ship. It says very, very basic. I guess as a starter ship, having that bed is probably a huge feature that you don't get with the Mustang Alpha, so they didn't want to, you know, make this an awesome combat ship as well, you know, and have all those features. So it's kind of going to depend on what you want to do, if this is going to be the ship for you. But I think if you're going to look for more of just the plain out fighter playstyle, this might not be the best starter ship. But again, then again, the Mustang Alpha probably isn't the greatest fighter either. So I guess do with that information what you will. But I'm gonna end this video here, so I don't really have anything else to talk about with this ship. I think I've said just about everything, and I think I've showed you just about everything. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, leave a like. Leave a comment down below what you thought of this ship. If you prefer this one over the Mustang Alpha or vice versa. And make sure while you're here you subscribe. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.